Hey, it's Rachel. Um, I want to apologize in advance because this is going to be a long video, I'm pretty sure. And that's my fault. I was supposed to make a video on Monday for my 4 weeks post-op, and I had this list of things that I wanted to talk about on my Monday video, and then I had some technical difficulties, and then I just procrastinated, and so now it's Thursday, and today is my 1 month post-op, and I was also planning on making a 1 month video, and like separate from my 4 weeks video, and I have several things to talk about on that video, and so now it's kind of all getting pushed into one. But keep watching, try and stick through it because it is a lot of useful information if you're about to have surgery, I feel like. And then the part that is about my 1 month has all of my numbers as far as my measurements and BMI points and that kind of stuff. Um, so let's start with what I would have said on Monday. Monday I was 4 weeks post-op. My starting weight was 264.0 pounds. The day of surgery I was 250.0 pounds. On my week 3 video I was 227.2, and on Monday I was 228.0, so I had gained 0.8 pounds. I was a little bit frustrated with that because I had been working out and had been eating correctly and that kind of thing, but I realized that it's not possible for me to exercise and to eat correctly and the weight to not come off. Sorry, sister. For the weight to not come off. And so it is that somewhere between 3 and 5 weeks, most people hit a little bit of a stall and your body starts to go into that starvation mode and just holds on to whatever you're giving it. And the other thing is I was not getting in enough water or protein or calories. I was getting around 300 to 400 calories a day, and usually closer to 3. I was getting about 30 grams of protein, sometimes more like 25, and about 30 ounces of water sometimes. So since Monday, this week, I got to talk about my Monday stuff first, and then I'll get to this week. I have all these notes. I have been, before surgery, I used Crystal Light all the time to drink my water, and then after surgery I was like, well, I'm fine with plain water, so I'll just drink that and save a little bit of calories here and there. But now I'm getting really tired of regular water sometimes. And so I had bought a big 34-ounce bottle of Dasani water. And what I do now is I make sure that I drink at least 2 of those a day because that is 68 ounces of water. And so I drink at least 2 of those a day. I put 1 packet of Crystal Light in one of those, so it's what should be going in about half of that, but I'm putting it in that whole thing so it just flavors it a little bit, and it's not too overpowering, and that helps me to drink that. I started having a really bad pain on the left side of my stomach, like between where my belly button and my hip are, and it lasted for over a week. It felt like somebody was like jabbing me with a knife. It was really terrible. And when I did wind up talking to my doctor about it, it was just constipation. I just hadn't thought about it because we are eating, less, and especially less of solid food and stuff in the beginning, and so you're just not going to have bowel movements very often. And when I talked to him, it had been almost 2 weeks since I had had one, and so I just had to take a laxative, and then I was fine. And even now, since then, every 2 or 3 days, I just go ahead and take one because I just don't have bowel movements on my own. And part of that's the dehydration, so hopefully when I get more and more water, that will become easier. When I did talk to my surgeon about how much water I was drinking, I had gotten back up to about 60 ounces a day at that point, but he said that I was still dehydrated because as much as I was exercising, I really needed to try to drink 80 ounces of water a day. So right now I'm getting about 68 ounces a day, and I'm trying to work on getting up to 80. What else? The last few days I've done really, really well with my calories and protein and water, and it's just been planning my meals ahead of time. I put them all in my FitnessPal as soon as I get up in the morning, and then look at that to see what it is that I had planned to eat, and that makes me know that at the end of the day my calories aren't too high, I have enough protein, all that kind of stuff. So that has really helped me. Pureed foods. I'm supposed to be on pureed foods, but when I went to my surgeon, I told him, like, I just cannot stomach pureed meat. I cannot do it. I can't eat baby food. It's not going to happen. And he said, well, that's okay. He said, I know right about now when you hit that, 4-week mark or so, that's when people start cheating on the diet anyway. Not cheating as in eating unhealthy food, but cheating as in advancing to more solid food sooner. Um, and he said, because, it starts to get really old. It's really hard to eat pureed foods when you're an adult. And he said, it's okay with me if you eat some solid foods. Just make sure that it is protein, that you're eating protein. If you're going to cheat, eat some grilled chicken. Don't run out and eat bread and rice and pasta and all that kind of stuff. And I told him, like, I'm afraid to eat that anyway now, and so that will not be happening. But I'm pretty much completely on solid foods now. I usually eat, like, a boiled egg for breakfast. I have, like, half a protein bar for a snack. Lunch, I eat one of those little mini pizzas or mini lasagnas that I made. I have, like, my protein jello for a snack, or I have some pistachio nuts for a snack, or I have, like, the Baby Bell light cheeses for a snack, or a cheese stick. And then for dinner, I've been having Tyson makes those ready-made grilled chicken chunks or whatever, like oven roasted chicken chunks, and those the oven roasted ones are actually really tender, and it's really easy to eat. And 3 ounces of them is 110 calories and 20 grams of protein, and so that's pretty awesome. And so one of those packages is like $2.50, and it has 2 3-ounce servings in it. So I buy a package, I split it in half, put them in 2 different little Tupperware things, and have one for dinner one night and have the other for dinner another night. And I just eat them cold. I don't even heat them up. I think they're really good. But that's 20 grams of protein for only 110 calories. It's $2.50, and it makes 2 meals, and it's really easy, and it's something that the day that I picked it up, I had to go to Nashville to teach a color guard rehearsal, and I hadn't had time to stop somewhere and get food, to, like, go to my house and get food, and I try to avoid fast food because you don't ever really know what's in that. And so I ran by a Kroger, and I saw that, and I just grabbed a bag, and I ate half of it and saved the other half, and it was really convenient, and it helped a lot. My surgeon visit went really well. He said that he was surprised that I had lost as much weight as I had, considering that my start weight was kind of low. I told him that I had been running, and he said that he was a little surprised by that, and normally he wouldn't encourage that so soon, but that if it wasn't bothering me, and as young and as active as I am, that he's not going to tell me not to do it as long as it's not hurting me, and that was fine. I told him about my 5K in October, and he was like, oh, well, you'll easily be 180 pounds by then. And that kind of blew my mind, because that would be 80 pounds, like, gone by October. So that's pretty crazy. And when he said that, I said, I can't even imagine being under 200 right now. And he said, I really think you'll probably be under 200 by the next time I see you. And he wants me to see him in, like, 3 weeks. And I was like, in 3 weeks, you think I'm going to be under 200 pounds? And he said, yeah, if you're not, then I think you'll be very, very close, especially if you stay as active as you have been. So that was really cool. I'm still working on the couch to 5K. I run on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then this Monday started me being able to lift over 10 pounds regularly, because it was my 4 weeks. And so on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go to the gym and do, like, weight machines and strength training so that I'll have some muscle. Let's see. I bought some new running shoes. That was fun. I was afraid to buy shoes because I've heard that some people's shoe size goes down, but so I bought some that were, like, on sale and not, like, the most expensive ones or anything. I think I paid, like, $45. But I needed some running shoes, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about was food. I made that recipe video for the mini pizzas and mini lasagnas, and then I'm probably going to make the mini tacos sometime this week. But Pink Fish Lily had posted a video of a recipe that was Hawaiian chicken, and I made that on Father's Day because like my family all got together and ate dinner, and so I made the Hawaiian chicken with the chicken thighs. And just because sometimes when you grill things it gets a little drier, and I was afraid it wouldn't be tender enough, I cooked them in the oven. But I used that marinade that she made, and it smelled so good. And I left them marinating overnight, and then I took them out of the marinade and like beat them up a little bit and tenderized them, and then cooked them in the oven. And it was so good. I mean, it's so tender, it just falls apart. It was so easy to eat. It is a little thicker, and so I only ate about 2 or 3 ounces, but it was really, really good. And I've still been kind of eating on that leftover every night or so, you know, maybe every other day. I'll have a little bit of that for lunch, dinner, or whatever. And it's high protein because it's meat. It's pretty low calorie. So that's been really good. Sorry, everybody's just texting me right now. But like I was saying about my workout plan, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I do running and cardio. Tuesday and Thursday I do weights, and then I take Saturday and Sunday off because I work out an hour and a half at a time, and I think 90 minutes a day, 5 days a week is enough to wear anybody out, and so I'm just going to give myself the weekends. So I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about for the 4-week post-op video and stuff. So let's get into the 1-month video where it has my measurements, my body shot, and my weight. On Monday I was 228.0. I weighed in this morning and I was 223.0, so I've lost 5 pounds since Monday, which brings me to a total of 41 pounds lost since I started my pre-op diet. So 41 pounds total, and 5 pounds so far this week. So that's a little bit of a spoiler alert from what you're going to hear on Monday for my 5-week post-op, but 5 pounds so far. And it's really crazy because I've been eating more than I was last week, like eating more protein and more calories and getting in more water, and so I feel like I should be gaining weight because I'm almost force-feeding myself. Like when I have a snack, I'm like, I'm not hungry, but I eat it to make sure that I get my protein in. And it was like the less I was eating, the more I was gaining. You know, like I gained a pound when I was eating a lot less, and now the more that I'm eating, the more I'm losing. I'm not like pushing it. I'm eating my portion sizes and getting the right amount, like not too many calories, and getting the right amount of protein and that kind of thing. But that has really helped to jumpstart the weight loss this week. So when people say that, like if you're struggling to lose weight and they're like, eat a little bit more, it's true. It works. So let's talk about measurements. My starting BMI was 45.3. My BMI today is 38.3. So that is a total of 7 points lost from BMI. My chest measurement was 53 inches, and today it is 51 inches. So I've lost 2 inches in my chest. My upper waist, like by where my rib cage is, was 53 inches, and now it's 51 inches, so that's a loss of 2 inches. My waist was 50 inches, and now it is 42 point... I think I just read that wrong. Let me back up. My chest was 53 inches, now it's 51 inches, that's a loss of 2 inches. My waist by my rib cage was 50 inches. Now it's 42.5, so that's a loss of 7.5 inches at my waist. At my hips, like around where my belly button is, was 50 inches, and now, oh my gosh, it was 55.5. I need to follow with my finger because I'm losing my place. It was 55.5 inches. Today it was 48 inches, so I lost 7.5 inches there. So in both my waist at the top and my hips, where my belly button is, I lost 7.5 inches in both of those. My neck was 17 inches, and now it is 15.5 inches, so I lost 1.5 inches from my neck. My upper left arm was 13.5 inches, and today it is 12.5 inches, so I lost 1 inch from my upper arm. And my left thigh was 28.5 inches, and today it is 25.5, so I lost 3 inches in my thigh. I didn't add up the total amount of inches that is, which it doesn't matter. I'm not going to, because that wouldn't be accurate, because I didn't measure my right arm and I didn't measure my right thigh, and a lot of people measure like their ankle and their wrist and their calf and their forearm, and I didn't do all that, so I'm not going to add up the total inches lost. But I just told you, where each of the places came from. What else do I have to talk about? I feel like there was a lot more. I'm going on vacation in July, and so today oh yeah, I wanted to do a body shop. I'll do that in a minute. Today I'm going to go to like the Goodwill or the thrift store and just try and pick up like a few tank tops or maybe a dressy shirt or two, because I'll be gone for about a week and a half, and my family likes to go out to eat and that kind of stuff, and I don't have a whole lot of clothes that fit really well anymore, and especially not like summer clothes. So I'm just going to go to like a thrift store or something and buy some cheap summer clothes. As far as clothing size, I had started in an Old Navy size 20, and I meant to grab those and show you how they fit on me now. I'll go grab those in just a second. Oh, they're actually right behind me. That's what I get for being a mess, I guess, and all my stuff being on the floor. And then I went down to an 18 in week 2, and now I'm wearing a 16 from Old Navy. They are a little bit tight, but the 18s don't fit anymore. I went grocery shopping the other day, and my pants almost fell down in the parking lot because I just can't keep them up. I really need to buy a belt so I won't keep going through pants so quickly. But I'm wearing a 16 from Old Navy today, which I'll show you those in a second. As far as shirts, I started in a 2X shirt. And right now, my 2Xs are kind of loose, and I can wear an extra large, but I haven't tried any larges on or anything, but I can wear extra large shirts. I think I'm going to need a new bra before too long. I'm not really filling out anymore the way that I used to. So let's go ahead and do this body shop, and then I'll show you those pants. Watch out, Duke. He like sits under my computer chair now, and it's weird. Okay. Alright. This is me from the front. This is me from the side. I'm starting to like get some space here. And this is me from the back. The other side. Quit scratching. Quit it. Stop. This is me from the other side and back to the front. These are my size 16 jeans. You can tell they're a little bit tight right here, but they're not too bad, I guess. And I'm going to show you the jeans that I started in. Is this the right one? Yeah, size 20. Alright, hold on. Alright. These are the jeans that I wore like when I did that other body shot. This is them now. I have like quite a little bit of space, and they're really baggy and stuff now, so that's really cool. And I do like on my month videos, that's when I want to do my measurements and body shots and showing like my clothing size and stuff. Because if I do that every single week, I feel like it's not such a noticeable difference, and it gets annoying and old. But anyways, I guess that's really pretty much all I had to talk about. I'm pretty much just completely on solid foods now. Oh, one other thing I did want to talk about. People talk about having food intolerances and getting sick, and I've always said that I didn't have any problems like that. But this week I have. In the last like week and a half, I have had grilled fish twice. Every time I have grilled fish, it comes back up. And I don't really feel like super nauseous or anything. I just eat it, and I instantly feel like this isn't going to sit well. And I go to the bathroom, and it's more kind of a spitting up episode. But I cannot do grilled fish. The like smoked salmon that's like on sushi and that kind of thing doesn't bother me at all. Crab meat doesn't bother me. Shrimp doesn't bother me. Chicken doesn't bother me. Ground beef and ground turkey doesn't bother me. But I cannot eat grilled fish. I refuse to try fried meat and breaded meat, so I haven't tried that. And then like thick red meat, like steak and stuff, I have tried a piece, but I like started chewing and I could tell it just wasn't going to chew up enough, and so I just didn't swallow it. I just spit it out because I'm really afraid of things getting stuck. The first day that I ate one of those mini pizzas, it was honestly too much for me to eat it all at once, and I thought that I could, and so I like quickly ate it and didn't chew it very much, and it didn't get stuck like in my throat, but it felt like I just didn't chew well enough, and maybe that was kind of a stuck feeling, but it, like, my heart hurt, and I just, like, it was like a lot of chest pressure, and I had to like lay down and wait for it to go away. And then I did have one other situation where I was eating some peanut butter one night, and I think it's really hard to eat peanut butter and not drink anything at the same time. And so I had peanut butter and some fat-free milk at the same time. And when I was telling my surgeon about it and how it made me feel, like I felt really like gross and like nauseous, and I had to lay down, he said that that was either my pouch just being way too full from all of that, or it was maybe some mild dumping, because there is sugar in fat-free milk, and then there's also sugar in peanut butter, and that may have just been too much at once. So that may have been some mild dumping. So I did have one maybe mild dumping episode, and then one where I did not chew something enough and it felt kind of stuck, and then I've gotten sick from grilled fish both times that I've eaten it. And that's kind of okay with me because I'm not really a fan of grilled fish, so that's fine. I was just eating it because it's high in protein and low in fat. I guess that's all I have to talk about. I will be making a video on Monday for my 5 weeks post-op, and I'll let you know how much more weight I've lost, like, for this week in total, but 5 pounds so far this week, and it is Thursday. And I guess that's all I have to say. This is 22 minutes long. If you got all the way through it, awesome. I hope that you got something that helped you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to answer anything. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.